In this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how I create all my high converting ads that actually convert viewers into paid customers. Now I've scaled multiple stores past 6 figures, and in one of the stores that I'm currently running, I only spent $50 on ads and pulled in over $400 just today. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. The first step is we need to understand the ad structure, right? So ideally first you have a hook, something that calls out a problem, something that scroll stops your viewer, right? So maybe it's a problem, maybe it's some sort of curiosity, or it's a question, or it's a statement that's controversial. So that's basically what a good hook entails. Now, the second aspect that you need is you need to introduce your viewer into a problem state. Your product should ultimately solve a problem. You get paid in proportion to the problems that you solve. So your product needs to solve a problem, and you need to put your viewer into that problem state. So for example, if they have back pain, the hook could be struggling with back pain, or, you know, you could have a better hook than that. Obviously, you could use ChatGPT to come up with some ideas. Basically, you need to put your viewer into a problem state. Get them resonating with the problem that they're dealing with, whether it's back pain, knee pain, or the product saves them time on X task. Whatever the case is, make sure that you introduce the problem. Then after that, you offer the product as a solution to their problem. Instead of just saying, wow, look how cool this product is, buy now, we're showing them this is what the product actually solves, and it's what actually could solve the viewer's problems, right? So for example, if they're struggling with back pain, you could be like, fix your back pain today with this new gadget, or whatever the case is. You want to introduce the solution as your product. Then after that, you have a call to action. A call to action is very important. And when I first started dropshipping, I didn't know what a call to action was. Basically, it's just saying shop now or click shop now. And that's exactly why people on YouTube say like, comment, and subscribe, because subconsciously we're not thinking to click a button. We're unconsciously scrolling on social media. So after you give them some sort of direction, then they're going to actually click on it. But if you don't tell them, hey, click shop now and get a 50% off deal, then they're not going to go ahead and click shop now. The next thing is to have a really good offer. You want to have a really good offer within your ad, whether it's a buy one, get one free, or it's fast shipping time, or it's free shipping, whatever the case is. You want to explain the offer and the call to action, right? So going back to the back pain example, you could say, fix your back pain for 50% off today. Click shop now. Or click shop now and fix your back pain for 50% off today. Something along those lines. If you follow that exact structure, your ads are going to perform a lot better. And the way that I identify if my ads are performing or not is I take a look at the meta ads data manager, right? So I look at the data of my ads manager. The first data point that I look at is my CPC, or my cost per click. Ideally like to see my CPC below $1.50. If my cost per click is below $1.50, that means I have a really good creative. The next data point that I look at to dictate whether or not I have a good creative or not is my CTR, or my click-through rate. At what rate are people clicking through onto your website? I ideally like to see my click-through rate above a 1.5%. So if my CPC is below $1.50 and my CTR is above a 1.5%, that means that I have really good creatives. And if it's not, you need to make sure that you have all of these aspects. You have a good hook, you're introducing the problem, you're introducing the solution, and you have a strong call to action. So those are the aspects that I look for when I'm creating all of my content and all of my ads. So the next question that you have to ask yourself is, who are you speaking to? Is it moms over 50? Is it dads? What's your demographic? You need to become crystal clear of what your demographic is, so you can not only show them videos of their demographic, but speak their language, right? Say, for instance, you're talking to a younger crowd. You might say words like, I'm down, or let's get it, or that's slang. But if you're talking to a mom above 50 years old, you're not going to be like, click shop now, bro. Like, that wouldn't work. But if you're talking to a younger demographic, that would perform really well. So make sure that you understand who you're speaking to, who your market audience is, who your demographic is, and speak their language, whatever their language is. Is it, you know, are you speaking to girls? Are you speaking to guys? And use their language, and you could utilize ChatGPT to speak the language of your ideal customer. The next thing is also change the clips every 2 to 3 seconds. So you don't want to have the same clip throughout the entire video, but you want to change some sort of clip every 2 to 3 seconds, whether it's a jump zoom, whether it's another clip, whether it's some audio, some sort of stimulation or some sort of edit every 2 to 3 seconds is going to keep them retained and is going to help them watch the entire video and eventually click through onto your website. So now the next step here is, how do we actually pull the content? Where are we getting the content from? How can I download it? And how do I get the voiceovers for the videos? How do I even put this all together? I understand these are the elements that I need, but how do I even do this? You might already say, oh, I understand how to create an ad. You need a hook, problem, solution, call to action, but how do you actually create these ads? Well, I'm glad you asked. We'll walk through it right now. So the first step you want to go ahead and do is you want to go over to tiktok.com. Once you're in tiktok.com, all you're simply going to do is you're going to type your product name in the search bar. So say, for example, you're selling a makeup brush, right? So we'll type in makeup brush and we'll find the top trending videos based on my product. So for example, this video right here has over 70,000 likes. So we could go ahead and click this video and we could go ahead and just copy the URL link, open up SnapTik, and it's going to be this one right here. And then once you're in snaptik.com, all you want to simply do is paste that URL that you copied, click enter, and then the video is going to pop down right here and you just want to download that video. Now, after you download that video, you're going to have the fully downloaded full TikTok video downloaded to your computer without the TikTok watermark. Now, I ideally like to download anywhere from 10 to 20 different videos. And I'll just kind of scroll through here. Like this one has 14K likes. So we could just go into this one, copy this URL, go over to SnapTik, and then we'll just paste this URL in there like so. And then we'll be able to download the video. So once the video is fully downloaded, there's 3 ways that you could actually generate a voiceover for your script. Number 1, you could use the original voiceover from the videos if you just extract the audio in CapCut. Now, the second way you could generate a voiceover is if you actually transcribe the video. So you could use a video transcriber. So if you just type in video transcription free, and I believe CapCut does this as well, but you could use literally any one of these links to transcribe the video. And basically what that's going to do is going to pull out the script that the person spoke on the video. And you could take that script, plug it into ChatGPT, have it reword it, and then you go to 11 Labs and you'll simply just paste what ChatGPT gave you into the text-to-speech. So after you transcribe the video that's already performing well and you make your own variation in ChatGPT, you just simply copy and paste that version that ChatGPT gave you and you plug it into 11 Labs. And you could generate a voiceover based on the script that's already working, but you made your own variation utilizing ChatGPT. That's basically how I create all my voiceovers. Now, the third and final way you could generate a script for your voiceover on your video ad is you could use this exact script prompter that's on the screen right here, where you could go ahead and import your product name, your store landing page, and everything like that. I use this script prompter to plug into ChatGPT for all of my video ads that I create. So it's on the screen. You guys could just go ahead and type it in. You could type something like this into ChatGPT, import your product information, and it's going to spit you out a script that you could easily paste into 11 Labs. And then you could download that voiceover from 11 Labs, and you're just going to edit that into CapCut. So now you have 10 to 20 different videos that you pulled from TikTok and you have the voiceover. So now all you have to simply do is edit it in CapCut. There's tons of videos on how to edit in CapCut. I'm sure you guys could figure it out. It's super easy. It's super simple. You're just going to drag and drop those 20 clips that you downloaded. You're going to drag and drop the 11 Labs voiceover that you generated. And you're going to make 3 to 5 different variations of your ads. So you're going to test different hooks. You're going to test different angles. You're going to test different call to actions. Then you're going to download those videos from CapCut and run those as ads. And that's exactly how I create all my high converting ads start to finish. I gave you guys the structure. I gave you guys the tools and the resources. Now, all you simply have to do is go out and take action. So I hope this video inspired you to take some action. And if you guys found value in this video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys want me to make a video on, and I could go ahead and do that for you guys. I'll take a look at every single one of the comments. I'll answer your questions in the comments. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.